Hi and welcome back to VTOL VR, and although I've actually completed it, as you can see I completed it in my last little dip in here. What I want to do is have another go at this aerial refuel practice, just because the last time I did it I was a little unsure about, like, simple things like, oh, where's the port that I'm supposed to be hooking up and all that kind of thing. And also I feel like I, towards the end of it, managed to get a bit more of a feel for what I was doing. So this time my plan is I'm going to head in, but actually make it a bit more high stakes, because I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself not a lot of fuel. So I'm going to be fairly... That's... what? That is not that aircraft. That's weird. Was that like that before? Oh, I can change. I could do it at night. I might actually try that at some point. Why is that picture? That's so weird. Anyway, let's not get confused and caught out. Right, I don't need flares. Don't need chaff. Right, I'm just doing refueling practice. You watch. I bet that's sticky, and I bet I come in and do it another time and take off and I haven't got any flares and chaff and things like that. Okay, I think I'm good. Is that going to be enough? Is that still going to be more than enough? We'll go for it. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is I have to glide and try and land. That'll be fun, right? I should totally try it at night as well, shouldn't I? Hold heading and altitude for a second. I want... there we go. Just see how that looks. I think that's okay. Right, yeah, that's going to work. Right, so main display, I want tactical display. We'll have it all the way over there. Make that the sensor of interest. Put you back to the menu for a moment. Is there anything else I want up there? Right, I'm after them. Put that down. I think I'm okay. Is that in a comfortable spot? I'm just going to put that on auto for a moment. Get myself comfy. Oh shit. What's going on? Is it just me, or is it a little dark? Or is it just because... I think it's just because I put my visor down. Actually, I don't need the visor down, do I?
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Right, first things first, I need to catch them up. Let's put the nav up there, actually. No, not... I said nav. There we go. Let's see if we can catch them up. So they're doing Mach 057. 057, not 57. Is that what they were doing before? Can't remember. I'm doing 0.69. I was. Nice. And what's their altitude? 11,000. So I'm a bit above them at the moment. Right, I need to settle in to my chair. I also need to remember that I'm going to have to put my I've lost it. Fuel port. Let's open it so I don't forget. Right, still advancing on them. Fuel is low. It's actually really low. Right, I need to try and match their speed. So I'm after Mach 0.57. You slow down pretty quick. There we go, we're dropping behind a bit, but that's okay. I just wanted to get in a general area. They're going to pull away, but I'm sort of slightly, yeah, I'm kind of nicely lined up behind them. I just need to creep my speed forward. Just keep coming forward a notch or two on the throttle. They're getting away from me. I need to find the right spot on the throttle. I've matched their speed. I still want to be a bit, there we go, 0.58 would be good. Try and hold it there. Okay, 0.59, I'm alright with that. Just want to very carefully creep up on them. So what I'm hoping to do, what I want to be able to do is do these kind of refueling missions, but like literally just like slide up behind them, refuel, peel off again. That would be really nice. That I actually get to a point where I've practiced enough that I can do that. I already feel like I'm in a lot more, yeah, I have a lot more control over what's going on compared to the last time I did this. Need to just creep forward a bit more. I've nicely matched their speed, but I'm not close enough yet. Just trying to tap my speed forward a little bit. Right, I've got the lights. Boom's coming down. Right. Already I could see I subconsciously subconsciously started chasing the boom. You could see as it came down I started bobbing around, so I was kind of subconsciously chasing it. So it's the lights, just look at the lights. Problem is the lights kind of go out of view because of the shape of the cockpit. Shit, I'm bobbing around too much. Let's just, my inputs are getting a bit too heavy. I'm getting a bit too heavy-handed. So what I noticed watching back my last session in this is there's no way a flat video conveys just how this looks in the headset. This massive aircraft in front of you, looming above your head. It's, whoa, it's actually, it's not, yeah, it's not scary, but like, there's a real sense of it being there, of it being a real massive object that you shouldn't be near. You shouldn't be this close to it in your own aircraft and things like that. It's amazing just how real it feels. Try not to bob around too much. Look at the lights, Dave. Just look at the lights. Look at the lights. Look at the lights. Speed's dropping off a bit too much. It's actually really hard to see the lights just because of the cockpit. I'm trying really hard just to look at my artificial horizon in the HUD and just try and stop myself from deviating the nose up and down so much.
Contact. Hold it right there.
Yikes.
Disconnecting. Hold it together now. Contact. Let's top it off. Out of range.
Okay, I'm up to about half, so that's not bad. I got a bit heavy-handed on the throttle there. I was trying to chase the speed just a bit too much. Need to settle my throttle arm a little bit.
Contact. Hold that position.
I'm on 2 red lights, which can't be good. I'm on 1 red light now, which really can't be good. But I'm holding it. I'm holding it. I want to look down and see how far off I am, but I daren't move my head. Daren't move my head. Can't be far off now, surely. Oh, nearly full, nearly full, nearly full.
Disconnecting. Try to stay within the margins.
Whoa, shit, 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 shit. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Let's see if we can actually get it full. Right, I need to get my speed under control. My speed is just all over the place.
Contact. Refueling.
Oh, no, that was terrible.
Out of range.
Okay. I need to get myself back under control. My inputs have, like, especially on the throttle, was all over the place. I'm trying to overcompensate both ways. You know, some real pilot-induced oscillation nonsense on the throttle, I guess. Just need to creep up. Subconsciously, I realise that I'm almost there. All I've got to do is just like slam it in there, probably one more time, hold it for like 5 seconds or whatever, and I'm probably going to have a full tank. But it's hardly a good result if I do it that shoddily.
Contact. Hold it right there.
There we go. I'm going to continue flight.
Disconnecting. Try to stay within the margins.
No, I'm good. I'm full. There we go. I managed to actually fill up. And that was pretty quick as well. And, you know, for my second go in on this, I actually feel like that was actually pretty respectable. What time did I set this to? Because I feel like it's getting darker. Yeah, it's definitely getting darker. Did I accidentally set this to sunrise or sunset or something? Well, I was pretty successful. I'm actually pleased with myself. It was still messy. It was definitely messy. I still need to work on keeping my hands steady. I do imagine this is one of those things that would probably be easier with an actual, sort of HOTAS system, because obviously what I'm having to do is deal with just like I'm sat here holding my hands in empty space, well, holding my controllers in empty space kind of thing. But I really like the virtual cockpit aspect of this. No getting away from just how good that feels.
Over G.
Just go for a little joyride now. Burn off some of that fuel.
Plot. Altitude. Plot. Altitude. Plot. Altitude. Over G.
Starting to get black out there. I don't know what the ceiling on this thing is.
Altitude.
Must be getting close.
Altitude.
Trying to kick it round.
Altitude.
Coming up on 60.
Altitude.
I was trying to go for a little bit of a tail slide and turn round while doing so, but I don't think that quite worked out. The sort of speed we can get. Mach 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 0.6, 1.7. Don't think I'm going to get Mach 2. My God, the sense of speed on this at the moment is amazing. Managed to burn through quite a bit of fuel already. I wonder if there's any kind of VR flights. I wonder if even this does it. I've never even looked. But like, if you were to do the heavy breathing noises as you're in a tight turn, it would stop you blacking out quite so easy. Right, well, I think I'm going to bye-bye plane. Oh, where's it going? Is it going to hit that hill? I think it's going to hit that hill. It's nothing to say it's crashed yet. There we go. Vehicle was destroyed. Finish mission. So I actually did that in about 12 minutes, which wasn't bad. I went from almost no fuel to fully topped off in about 12 minutes. I feel like with enough practice, I could probably actually... well, it's not about actually getting it that much faster than that, I imagine, but more a case of, I think with a little bit more practice, I could actually get myself in behind it and hold my position a bit more. I feel, yeah, a bit more consistently. I feel I actually held my position fairly well that time. I was actually fairly pleased with how I did it that second time. There is definitely the thing of... I am still chasing the boom a little bit. When I'm aware of the fact that it's starting to drift back, like at one point I think I was starting to fall back a bit, and so like subconsciously I sort of like slam the throttle forward, I think, and then back again just to like give it a kick, and that probably isn't a great approach at all. So it's going to be about unlearning that, or learning to not give in to that, I guess. That was fun. I actually really enjoyed that. Given that I've avoided doing the aerial refueling all the time I've had this game, it might actually be quite interesting and kind of fun to look at some of the other aircraft and try doing refueling in these as well, just to see how I get on with these, because the AV-42 I haven't flown for ages, and I actually really like that. I love the cockpit, I love how big it feels and spacey it feels and everything. It's a great aircraft. I should probably, looking at it, is that, I can't point here, but there's like what looks like a port right in the middle, so I'm guessing that you're kind of refueling by actually having the boom come straight over your head. That would be an interesting one to do. I feel like that actually might be a bit easier. Goodness knows where it is on that. Probably off to one side maybe. I'd have to check that out. Does that thing even... Yeah, it must do, right? That's an aircraft I've never really flown. I think I've mucked about in a little bit, but I've never really tried. I haven't looked at... Oh, right, hang on. Don't know what happened there. I haven't tried any of these. I think I tried the... I don't know, did I try Stealth Strike? I can't remember. Yeah, I haven't really tried this aircraft. I feel like maybe I should actually give this one a go at some point. T-55 I've played the hell out of. I should obviously play through the 1 minute to midnight scenario. Yeah, like I'm 0%. Try again. I am 0% through. I haven't even started that yet. I should probably commit to that at some point. I feel like this is one of those... Yeah, I've said it so many times before. I feel like to actually get the best out of that, it's one of those things where I should be playing it for an hour or two each day, to just really get familiar, really immerse myself in the actual management of the cockpit, and become fully, just have it be second nature, managing all the various things and knowing where everything is, and having a setup that makes sense. Anyway, as it is, I actually have a little bit of free time kicking around at the moment, so maybe I'll try and do a little bit more of that. Yeah, maybe I'll dip in and every day or two try and do an hour or so of having a go at some of the missions with this thing, see if I can get super comfortable with flying these. Anyway, from this dip into VTOL VR, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.